still animate, he can actually deploy it as a turret. It'll just fly in one spot and use fire breath on anything that gets too close.
Whoa.
Ember is all about fire and setting things on fire. Equinox is light and dark. I've never used Equinox, but she's an absolute pain to get your hands on, because you have to build her light aspect and then build her dark aspect and then fuse them. So you basically have to make the Warframe twice. It's annoying.
Sounds cool.
Excalibur, who's all about swordplay. Frost, it's in the name. Gera, she's all glass, and using glass in various painful ways.
Oh, so does Frost put out really terrible cash grabs worth of games?
I know you're referencing something, but I can't place it.
EA Sports. It's in
Neither
the
can I.
game.
Oh.
I said it's in the name.
Game name, you know.
Anyways, moving on down the list. Garuda, she's all about that Helsing stuff, with all the vampirism, and her signature weapon is even a crossbow. Gauss, he's all about the Gauss effect, the Gauss fields, so, you know, they're converting kinetic and electric energy. Grendel, he is the chonky boy. He's got his own special stance where he's actually taking a sumo stance, and he eats people. His whole shtick is that he just eats enemies.
Wow.
And if he has enough people in his gut and a lot of energy, he can just turn into a giant meatball. He can become the Meatball Man, as the meme implies.
The Cube did it better.
What?
The Cube.
Hero.
You know, you should come watch some of my other streams instead of just, you know, popping in just for this.
Also, it's worth noting. It's worth noting. I'm doing all of this from memory. I'm reading down a list of names for alphabetical order, but I'm just pulling from memory for what each of these frames is about.
Oh, that's pretty extensive.
Yeah, there's 43 frames in the game right now. Harrow is basically a priest, all about that exorcism, and he does do some flagellate stuff. In fact, actually, he can make everyone else on the team temporarily immortal. I've never actually used Harrow, so I don't know exactly how it works, but yeah, that's his whole shtick. Hildren, she sexually identifies as an Apache helicopter. I'm not even joking. So she uses shields as her energy source rather than an actual energy bar, and she has absurd amounts of shields. Her abilities allow her to jetpack around and sprout guns from her hands and then bombard hapless people on the ground, while also mulching them with energy, and the energy pickups that she collects get converted into shields for her. Oh yeah, and she can overboost everybody else's shields that are nearby her. And Aneros, he is the Pharaoh's curse. He's all about sandstorms and mummies and stuff like that. Ivara, she is... I hesitate to say ninja, I hesitate to say rogue, but she is all about that archery. I guess you could say kind of like a Robin Hood type character, maybe? She's a stealth archer. She is just straight up stealth archer. And she uses a lot of trick arrows. And Korra and Valkyrie, I always get those two confused. One of them is all about cats, and the other one is someone that escaped from the Zanuka project, which is where Corpus were trying to reverse engineer warframes in order to make their own. Limbo. Well, he's about hanging in limbo, being stuck in the gap between dimensions. He basically sits right at the edge of the void, which means that you can see him, but you can't interact with him. He's just a ghost. And he can drag other people into the rift as well. He's also a very dapper gentleman in appearance.
Woohoo, cool.
Loki, I've never used, but he's something of a meme frame because he can hang on walls, he can turn invisible, and has some sort of melee bonus that I'm not familiar with. But I mean, he's named after the trickster god, so it's kind of what you expect.
Mm-hmm.
Mag is all about magnetism. She can nullify. She can shred the heck out of enemy shields, as well as pull people towards her. And anytime that she bullet jumps, which is type of parkour in the game for getting around, she will magnetize all nearby item drops and pull them into herself. That's her passive ability. Mesa, she is the cowboy frame. She is McCready. There's no other way to put it.
McCready.
Complete with aimbot. Literally her one of her special abilities is that she just creates. You just get this great big circle on your screen, and if you hold your trigger, she will aimbot to any enemies inside that circle. Although the longer that you stay in that mode, the smaller the circle gets and the higher your fire rate gets. So you can zero in on a single target.
Okay.
Mirage, she's all about holograms and illusions and smoke and mirrors, basically. One of her special abilities allows her to create several clones of herself that have duplicates of your weapon, which means you'll be firing 3 of your weapon at the same time. Which, with certain weapons that require you to shoot your own projectiles or to stack things, that sort of thing, the critical mass weapons, that can get very nasty very fast. In fact, she's actually nerfed from what she used to be, because she creates 4 holograms, and it used to be that all 4 would fire. Well, there's a certain weapon called the Simulor, I think is what it's called, that if you combine 4 or more of its projectiles, they turn into this giant ball that detonates. And, well, if you're using her hologram, you're firing 5 at once, which meant that you were getting a detonation with every trigger pull. Which was it led to some very, very explosive damage numbers. Moving on. Necros.
Hey, Haru, are you there?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna be leaving, and because my doggy needs something, so I'll be online if you need me. Okay?
Okay. Later.
Thank you. And Tanya, thank you for reading that for me. That was pretty cool.
I was only halfway down the list, but alright.
I know. That was pretty cool though. Thank you. All right, I'll see you later.
Later.
Alright. Necros, he's all about zombies and ghosts and resurrecting the dead. He's the necromancer. And in fact, he doesn't even need to fight his own fights after he kills the first few people. He just brings them back as ghosts, has them kill some more people, then he adds those to his undead army. Rinse, repeat. Nezha is based on the Chinese god Nezha. And it's all about fire and he's all about fire and boarding shields and moving around very quickly. And yeah, most of the abilities that Nisha has are directly based on what abilities that goddess is depicted as having. So if you have familiarity with Neja, then you know what Neja can do.
All right, hello everybody. Sorry, Tanya. I am Raw Zim, and this is Space Engineers. We have a Stream Raiders battle to go commence first. And let me get that going. And then we'll get on to Space Engineers itself. Hey there, Jenna. How's it going?
I'm just amazed that, yeah, I can describe all 43 Warframes just from memory. If you just give me a list of the names, I can do it.
What the hell is going on here? Oh, there it goes. Alright, we had Pepper Yenna with max troops, most kills, and most assists. And that is it. Alright. The gold goes to Tanya. Congratulations. Do you like your gold?
I like gold! It's kind of my thing, you know?
Do you like gold and gold accessories? I don't know what this thing is. Oh, it's a trap. And it's a melee trap. And I just placed a tank right next to it. I blame Tanya. Anyways, on to Space Engineers. So, we've done a lot of work here.
There you go. I got your back. I got your back.
Well, thank you. But yeah, so we've done a lot of work. This is the Port Hangar. I really like this idea that Wired gave me for the, you know, the wall-mounted connectors instead of the floor. I'm quite fond of that idea. But I have one of these Imperial Hangar force field things to keep in the atmosphere, as well as an actual hangar door for protection. Because, you know, bullets go right through these force fields. So,
yeah, they're just for retaining air.
huh?
They're just for retaining air.
Yeah, exactly. Some of the ships might wind up going past this force field, but that's okay because we got the hangar door to cover. Because they've got... I actually discovered that they have multiple different colors for these. And the problem is that the... except for the blue one... The other ones do not have the little projector, this little piece on it. Instead, they're just a single block. And I actually put those over here as well. I also discovered that you can, if you wanted to, you could, you know, RGB it all. I got the blue one here. You look through that to the green one, and it's cyan. Kind of neat little thing, in my opinion.
Jump cut to a month later, and you've got it set up in like a disco.
No.
Oh.
But yeah, I've just been working on it.
Fun detail. over on the Stream Raiders. Yeah, there is now a semicircle of archers around you, all at the maximum range for that bladed trap.
Awesome! I might not die, guys!
The trap has 200 hit points.
I will probably still die, guys!
Oh no.
But it's okay because, you know, there will be people like Raharu who just rejoice at that fact.
You know, the two units that have been revealed so far are a stationary trap and a slow-moving automaton. Oh, and another slow-moving automaton. I wonder how well this battle could go if everyone just spammed out all their ranged units.
Probably pretty well.
Everything seems to be slow-moving tanks, so yeah.
So yeah, what?
So yeah,
you
if you've
gonna
got
finish
something
your
that's fast and long range.
So you are gonna finish your thought there. Great. But the thing about tanks, though, is that they take very little damage from archers.
Well, that's why you use 500 of them.
Well, alright. I suppose that might be able to work.
I mean, it worked pretty well for the Persians. Right up until they met the tanks at that one canyon. Yeah. For those who don't know, I'm referencing 300.
Mm.
Completely out of place, but I couldn't resist putting in the Triforce.
There we go. I now have a musketeer next to my epic archer, so hopefully...
What about my mom?
Your mother is a musketeer.
No. She's not really cool enough for that, you know?
I don't think any of us here are cool enough to be an actual musketeer.
One for all and all for me.
No, Zim, that's not how that works.
You sure? That sounds right.
Yeah, because he still had one for all at the beginning.
Yeah, that's the,
Yeah, it's one for me and all for me. That's the proper way to phrase it.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I'm at least generous enough to give everybody at least one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's one for all and all for me. So it's not that one person does everything for everyone. It's that no, everybody gets one.
Yeah, everybody gets one, but then the rest is all for me. Perfect Sable logic. I don't even know why I'm putting a second floor up here. But I just kind of started making a second floor.
So you ever just suddenly realize you were doing something very stupid?
Yeah, the way to get around that feeling is to just, ignore it.
Yeah, well, I can't just ignore that I forgot to put jump drives on my ship.
Yeah, that is a slight problem. Just put one. Do what I did.
Just bolt it onto the exterior. Hold it on with cargo straps.
Oh, no, 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 no. Mine is right underneath the bridge.
I just had an interesting thought. What would happen if you used a warp core as a cannon projectile?
Plane?
Yeah. That's how you bring Klein to the Star Trek universe.
Oh.
Well, you see, a warp core requires energy, and it's implied to be electricity that powers it. And I mean, if it's electricity, it's got to have a pole, right? So what you do is you set it up to be launched out of a railgun, where the charge that fires it out of the rail is also what charges up the core itself to propel it forward. So it's immediately stripped of power the moment it leaves the barrel, which will destabilize it.
Hey,
So, yeah,
Tanya.
What?
I can jump 100,000 kilometers.
Well, yeah, it's because you're using the cheesy stuff.
Cheesy stuff? That stuff was expensive as all hell.
I said cheatsy, but that works too.
Okay, cheatsy. That stuff was expensive as all hell. It's just, compressed into one space instead of having 50 of them.
Uh-huh. Cheesy doodle.
You were the one that insisted on adding that mod.
Well, more specifically, we had a problem for an extended period of time, and that was proposed as a solution to that problem.
Well, it is not my fault that you chose for us to add a mod instead of letting me build my giant, ridiculously sized ships. That is not my fault.
It was a lesser of two evils decision on my part.
Still not my fault. I blame Leo. I still need to figure out. So yeah, I've got several several of these large ion thrusters down here. In their little armor plating. And this is meant to be like a blast shield redirecting the flame up and out. We have thruster damage turned off, so I don't really have to worry about that too much, but I still like to aesthetically build it as if that's what it is meant for. Leo, it is your doing because you did not talk me out of it.
If you want, I can just teleport over and shoot him for you.
How rude.
Oh, so you're saying that you don't want me to teleport over and shoot Shiba Boy? Okay, well, Shiba Boy, my services just became available. I can teleport over and
Shiba
shoot
Boy
Zay if you
is
want me to.
not in the game, so no, I don't want you to go shoot him.
I never said anything about the game.
Everything is about the game, Tanya.
Yeah, well, you and 10 audience members just lost.
I'm really not a fan of this bulky design I did for these armor coverings on the thrusters, though. It's just too bulky to me. I don't know.
This is really interesting. I'm gonna have to reboot my client.
Also, I forgot to remove these. This morning I did do an oops right here, where I kinda, sorta, accidentally removed the blocks keeping this hangar bay attached to the rest of the ship, and so it started to drift. But it was like a jigsaw, so it was wedged on here, and it couldn't really go it very far because, you know, we have this right here. It was not a pleasant situation. And it was definitely all Raharu's fault. Just
What did I
to
do?
put that out there.
What did I do?
You weren't overseeing. You weren't doing your job of making sure I didn't mess it up.
I'm sorry, Captain.
I suppose I can accept your resignation.
Head hung low.
Do what?
I said
So,
head.
the Ozymandias is currently hiring new crew.
I said head.
Heck on you, good sir! Heck on you!
I will scalp the shit out of your former crew.
I wouldn't exactly call him a former crew.
Right, he just said that he was resigning.
No, I said I was accepting his resignation.
Yeah, that means he's resigning.
Yes, but that doesn't mean he's going to get to live.
What?
That's fine, I can bring him back.
Why am I getting executed?
Because,
Shh, just let it happen.
medical insurance for you gets a heck of a lot easier once you become a zombie.
Okay, I guess that's fair.
In other words, Tanya is cheap and doesn't want to have to pay for it.
Exactly.
Oh, it's going pretty well, Gaming Furry.
Today Twitch is actually working for me. Usually the thing always stops buffering.
You know, I enjoy this 2x1x1 set of blocks, but at the same time, it is a nightmare trying to find which one it is that fits.
Yeah, it is.
There we go. This time, at least, I found it.
Wonderful.
Wunderbar.
Are you back talking me there, boy?
I said wunderbar.
I'm talking to Raharu.
What do you mean by talking? I said wonderful.
Yeah, that sounds like
I said wonderful.
that sounds like heresy.
Okay,
on.
fine. You're not wonderful, Zim.
I'm not referring
Exactly.
to you, Tanya.
What would you prefer I say?
Yes, you're all entirely magnificent and wonderful, Lordship Zim.
Yes, your entirely magnificent Lordship Sim. I think I missed a word there.
You did! Off with his head!
Whatever you say, Ship Sim.
That was a great sound effect for cutting a head off.
It was.
You know, the only problem with this hangar bay, though, is that manually getting my ships in here is very difficult. Why are things shaking? Aha! And locked. It's got a decent amount of spare room here, I think. Oh right, that block's open to space.
Yeah, keep going until somebody does it.
Thank you, Zafask, for your timely contribution. I don't really need anybody to, take care of karma. But Tanya, on the other hand...
You'll need an army.
Okay. Number 3. Leo, it was held back by the auto mod and I had to approve it. Alright, Martin gift number 3. A nice low one. And one of my favorites. Again, for those of you that are new or just, in general, this little guy is a sable, a type of martin. They are very friendly critters in general. In fact, I've got a pine martin that is actually in the wild, not tamed at all. I'm just more curious about the human that's videoing them. Here it is.
No.
That is so cute.
Yeah, it's like that.
You're-
That little pine marten is very much aware of that human and just more of a, what is going on? Who is this? New friend?
He or she is pretty cute.
I should put an angle grinder in its mouth and set it loose on your ship.
Well, why would you do that?
Well, why wouldn't I? It seems like a perfectly normal thing. There's nothing unusual about that at all. Unless, of course, you're admitting that there's a problem with a sable running around with a angle grinder in its mouth.
I mean, of course there is. How would the sable even carry it?
In its mouth. It's kind of self-explanatory.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be able to carry it in its mouth. I mean, the angle grinder would be bigger than the sable is.
So you're saying that a certain sable in a certain situation wouldn't have been able to be running around with an angle grinder?
Well, of course a normal sable would not be able to be doing that.
Oh, furry. That's cute. You think I can be assassinated? Joke's on you, I was never alive to begin with.
So now Gaming Furry's trying to recruit you to his side on the server.
I interpreted that as him looking for protection.
You know, that could be it too. Is that the case, Gaming Furry? Do you feel like you need protection?
Am I out of gold? Oh no, I got plenty of gold. Alright. So it's just a matter of waiting for the assemblers.
Ba-na-na-wow. Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum, ba-da-da-do. Ba-dum-bum-ba-da-da-da-da-dum. Ba-da-da-dum-bum-bum-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-bum. Ba-da-da-dum-bum-bum-bum. What?
I was just about to say that it's a very catchy tune.
Why, thank you.
Sheba, the politically correct way to phrase it is you are engaging in a division of human resources.
Political correctness.
Yeah, why'd you have to go and bring up that awful subject?
What, decapitations?
No, political correctness. That stuff's just a mess.
Indeed, but I'm sure it was just a joke.
No, I'm sure Tanya did it specifically to make me miserable.
Aww, hat pat.
Da dum bum ba 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 dum. Oh my god. Road. By the way, Tanya, you left out a very important feature in your training for me on this game.
And that is?
The ability to see where your air is leaking out.
That's actually a mod that adds that?
You still left it out of your training.
Yeah, I did forget that.
Yeah, Wired had to point it out.
Well, I mean, you found out either way, so...
Yeah, but I'm still gonna blame you.
Eh.
That is a blame that you will not be able to live with. It will eat at your very soul, consuming every little bit of who you are.
Fight started.
I'll get to it when I get to it, damn it!
Dance, little puppet, dance!
Begin the fight!
That floor trap got wrecked. Just look at how many arrows are constantly flying out. It's a firing squad.
Just a little bit.
I couldn't see my units, sadly. Maybe they already died.
Alright, Pepper Yenna. Did you even place any troops? Pepper Yenna, max troops and most kills and most assists. Gaming Furry, I would just like to point out the fact that the cube, I still have a blueprint of that. I just want to leave that to linger in the air, you know? Let it moisten your thoughts.
I don't need to hear about the moist things lingering in the air.
I have unnerved him. Alright, Tanya, max troops.
Exactly.
Zafosk, max troops.
I always have max troops. I have an army.
Actually, you often don't.
Zim,
Barbarian.
perfect opportunity there.
For what?
I have an army. You could respond with, I have a cube. Because, you know, I have a Hulk. But you missed the
What
opportunity.
are you referencing now?
Oh my god.
No, that one I know. Toshibe, congratulations on the Barbarian Scroll. On to the Rustic Plaza.
I would like the audience to know that Tanya might kills them.
Might?
I'm a merciful person.
Bullshit.
Yeah, but you know, it was convincing enough to get me elected, so.
Oh, okay. Nice, Leo. Nice. That was a good reference. I give props. Alright, let's throw some guns in here. I think these will do quite nicely. Bum 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 ba da da ba 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 da ba ba da ba bum ba da ba da.
Execute Order 66.
There we go. These turrets, honestly, I don't anticipate getting much real action in here. They're kind of just in here just in case something does get within their range.
So I was gonna make a joke about executing Order 66, but the moment that you saw the gun, you flew away.
Huh? Were you... What?
Order 66 from Star Wars?
Yes, I know Order 66. I don't know what Tanya's talking about.
Well, someone said to execute Order 66, so I'm here with a gun.
Oh. Yeah, I had no idea.
You're boring.
No, I'm just building. That's where my mind is at. Why are there partially full bottles in here? Stick the empty ones in there. Stick those in. Stop shooting at my stuff!
I'm playing tic-tac-toe.
Cease and desist! The hell did you just make blow up?
In theory, nothing. We're inside the safety bubble.
Oh, it was my turrets. Okay. Never mind, we're good. Actually, Was that one of my mining drones?
I believe so.
God damn it.
Hey. I have a perfect alibi. I was over here shooting at the side of your station. Therefore, I couldn't have destroyed your ship.
Well, whatever ship this was, it is completely dead.
My alibi for one act of sabotage is another act of sabotage.
Yeah, this ship's, apparently it decided to get stuck.
Actually, wait a minute. Since damage is disabled over in here, that means if I shoot you, you'll just get knocked back. You won't actually take damage,
No,
right?
you will kill me.
Oh, it's just ship damage?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Okay, we gotta put a new battery on this just so it actually gets some power and I can... Okay. Stop. I really need dampening enhancers on these pencil drones. Or better yet, just bigger drones altogether. Ah! I have completely overshot where I wanted this to go.
Oof.
There we go. Move this up. There we go. And lock. Now we can come to this. Get rid of this other battery. Yeah, I really just need bigger, much bigger mining drones. Tanya, if you would be so kind.
Okay.
Yes, if you could be so kind as to gather me some lovely little... construct me a larger, mining drone, I would be ever so appreciative. However, it must fit inside this area.
Present me with an engineering challenge just because you know that I like those.
Yep.
Well, if you want me to come and help with that, then you got to come take a look at my ship in its current state.
Very well. Are you at your ship, or are you bringing it here?
Well, I was going to have you come there, but I'll go to you. Besides, I have to go to you to steal a whole bunch of uranium anyways. Starting to run a little bit low out here.
Why are you
Ironic
stealing
considering that I'm on deck.
Why are you stealing my uranium?
Because you have an entire nation's stockpile worth. You got enough uranium on hand to give Putin a stroke.
Oh my.
And just what are you going oh my about there, Raharu?
Oh my.
Just Tanya's comment.
Yes, what about it?
No, but I just thought it was interesting. That's all.
You didn't say it was interesting, you said oh my. Are you a spy?
Oh, I saw another spy.
That spy is a spy.
I think that's exactly what a spy would say.
A spy is a spy.
No, that you're not a spy. And because you say that you're not a spy, that means you must be a spy.
Oh lord. How can I get out of
But
this
that
one?
is our plan.
How can I get out of this one?
Sacrificing your soul to the great ZGF nation.
Yes, I can do that. I mean, I am here every 2 Wednesdays.
Good, good, excellent. Truly wonderful. Alright, that's where the roof will be. Now that we know where our roof's gonna be, I can more properly build this ship. Oh, what I would give for the, dual placement. I don't believe that would be possible, Leo. As much fun as it would be. A little virus ship. I could get behind that.
Yeah, I'll just give my ship a mask. So there. I use my shield and I'll do spectral distancing.
You know, I've already said this once, but those Triforces don't fit with anything else on the ship, but I really like them. They give a little bit of character to the ship, at least. Right, Tanya?
My ship's refusing to jump.
Oh, I'm sorry. My jump drive is currently consuming all of the available everything. You know, all of the jumping juice throughout the galaxy. Yeah, that belongs to me.
jumping juice?
Yep. You know what I said. It was worded very particularly. You know, I think those drones, or what keeps hitting my ship, might actually be pirates. Because there is a pirate salvage station nearby. I really want to get into a space battle, but alas, that would be... My new ship is not prepared yet. It's getting there, very rapidly.
Wonderful. Also, it's been nice staying for the stream for a little bit, for a little bit on it, but I think I need to head to bed myself. Hope the stream keeps going well, Sim.
I hope you come back. You know, instead of just ignoring that I even exist.
Okay, I'll come back. I had fun, so sure. Have a good night, you two.
Good night.
Pepper Yenna, you really need to lay off the meat. Kind of ironic considering that it's all rabbits, which are herbivores.
What?
Pepper Yenna has spammed out 4 rogues in one space, which due to their cooldown time means that, let me see. What is their cooldown? Yeah, they have a 10-minute cooldown time, which means that they've used meat to reset the cooldown at least once.
Yeah, that's a
Actually,
bit
no.
much.
Battle ready in 12 minutes means no, they've actually used several meats to reset their cooldown time.
It's possible that they have leveled up the rogue to level 20 a few times. Because
Oh,
once
if you get it.
or sorry, level 30, I believe it is. I know at one point, I know at level 20 you get to choose a specialization for your classes. And I believe that after that point, if you reach level 30, that one will still be able to, the original one will still be able to level up. But at level, or once they hit level 30, you get a second one of them.
Huh.
I
That
think.
is neat.
I don't fully understand it, but... Or maybe they max level at level 30, one of the two. I haven't seen it myself, I've just heard about this being the case. Well, howdy do there, Lightning Dragon. How you doing?
For whatever reason, my jump drives aren't jumping.
You would have a hell of a lot better chance of figuring out why than I would.
Okay, blind jump is working just fine. Weird.
What is it? Is it like giving you an error message or?
No, it says, do you want to make this jump? I say, yes, I want to make this jump, and then nothing happens.
Huh. You sure it doesn't give you an error like something's in the way?
No,
No.
nothing is in the way. Nothing that I can tell.
I believe by vanilla standards, you can't put a jump drive on a drone or on a small grid ship.
And as far as a drone goes, you would need to make sure that you still have an antenna signal to its end destination.
That would be the problem, is it would need to have a strong enough antenna to detect where it's going. And of course, if you wanted to come back, it would need to be able to detect that as well, but that's beside the point. Boom,
Yeah, it's weird. It's not gotten to do the thing. Alright, I'm just going to tap on the brakes here. Okay, those are absurdly powerful brakes. I designed it well. Alright. 1032. There we go.
So,
I'm just blind jumping to your general vicinity, and then I'll slow boat the rest of the way.
Oh, okay. So, is there a way to keep Izzy from, or the game in general, I don't know which side it is, from pulling resources? Like, I would like to fine-tune what is going between each of the connectors. Like, when I've got my ship docked on the Tachi, my new one, I really need to come up with a name for this one. Anyways, as I was saying, like, I would like to make sure that I have X amount of steel plates and so forth left on the new ship, but any excess resources would get moved to the Tachi. Is that possible?
I mean, offloading surplus?
Yeah.
Theoretically, by using these special loadout containers and then assign priority numbers, could possibly get away with it.
And then with those, I could possibly set it up for a, like when it's a, like if the new ship has a deficit, the Tachi will replenish that as well.
In theory. Did you turn on your suit transponder? Ow.
That is done. Oh, jump driving with one of those pencil mining drones.
Hey, Zim. Did you turn around?
As soon as I finish. Ah, hello.
What do you think?
Why?
Because I can.
Why?
It's Reginald. What, do you not like Reginald?
Alright, I'm painting it all 69, 69, 69.
And nope.
Oh, get your butt back over here.
It's remarkably agile when the hydrogens are on.
Yeah, I like it. Oh, hey, those guns have ammo. It must be pulling something from the Tachi.
Where are you? And Reggie just got hammered with a bunch of debris.
Yep. Leo would like to know if this is Dr. Eggman. God damn it! Now I want to try and put a face on the
Yes.
on the new ship. That would be so much work, and I already put in so much work just setting up the freaking front. Ugh. The hell? That was odd. My ship is mostly a mass of friggin' whatever you call these things at this point.
Meteor storm inbound.
Conveyors?
Yeah. But I quite like these these block ones. They at least look like they match better than the, you know, default conveyor junctions.
Well, I was only going to take I was only going to take a couple thousand uranium, but the moment that I pulled it out of that container, it immediately backfilled on me. So now I guess I'm taking 80,000 uranium.
Dude!
Your container immediately backfilled with more uranium. You have several million uranium.
Fine. But I'm not gonna like it. But that is your payment, so... And you know how valuable uranium is, so, you know, you've been very well compensated for the task you need to do now.
Yeah, there you go. That's the payment for designing you a new mining vessel.
Yep,
Alright,
a new mining drone.
What are the requirements in terms of guidance systems?
It uses the
circuitry do you need to
path.
have?
It uses the path auto miner script.
So at least one programmable block.
I know it's got more requirements than just that, but I don't know exactly what they are. Yeah, Pepperyena, Tanya was commenting on your, number of rogues.
Yeah. You see the bunny brick over there.
Well, now
Look
I
at him go! The bunny army has arrived.
All right. Oh, let's see here. Marcus has not spoken yet. Tanya.
The only thing missing was the sound of marching boots.
There's a lot of people that were tied for most assists, so you're just gonna be given the, It was quite entertaining, I will say. All right. Paladin scroll goes to Zafosk. Congratulations. And we have achieved a platinum badge. As well as the epic crystal tank skin. Which is all well and good, but I don't ever use tanks anymore. I always use the Centurion or the Paladin. Ugh. Alright, I'm gonna place my rogue. It's close enough to leveling up to get it to that 20. I'm just watching a bunch of debris going flying past. Those dang asserts. Anyways, Tanya, where are you?
I was moving some ammo into my ship, so that way it can participate in keeping the base defended.
Oh, you're stealing my ammo too?
I am
Like,
assisting
ugh.
base defense.
Yeah, Tarnheel, it is very satisfying hearing all of my guns start firing.
There we go.
So yeah, Tanya, you've got about a roughly a 5x5x5 large block area to work with. Preferably go a little smaller than that, so it's not, you know, a tight fit on docking them. Preferably a connector on the bottom, as well as one on the sides, but I can live with just one on the bottom.
Alright, now, what's the exact name of the auto miner script so that I can look it up?
Path Auto Miner. abbreviated to PAM. And add in another, an extra programmable block so I can use the easy auto docking as well.
Alright, so 2 programmable blocks. It's gonna need that much brains.
Yeah, because my plans here, I will have extra connectors on the outside of the hangars where they dock to deposit resources. And then if I'm heading to travel or possible combat, I will use the auto docker to move them into the hangar itself. Because I don't really need them to be able to, you know, be in the hangar at all times.
Okay, so 5 by 5 by 5. That is the space in large grid blocks that I have to work with, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so what I'm going to do to that respect is that I'm actually going to build a little gantry. And I'm going to build the ship inside of it. That way I can be sure that I won't exceed those dimensions.
That works.
As for
Yeah,
the miner, does the connector port have to be on the belly?
Technically, no. I mean, you can see what you've got to work with here.
It's just if I put it on the rear and then had it turn around and back in, that would work. And
Yes.
as far as the auto docking script is concerned, the connector port becomes the control point, so it should be fine.
Yeah, actually, you know, having it on the back works quite well, actually. Either way, like I said, you can see what you've got to work with here. Base it on this middle one.
Alright, these 2 drones here, are they actively running or are they currently in
I've just got
hibernation?
them in hibernation, basically.
Alright.
I can move one. I'll move this one
Yeah,
out
that's
of the
fine.
middle.
Now, important question regarding the... Now, there'd be a chance of the script hanging, never mind me.
Huh?
Oh, I was just thinking for a moment there, that we could use the nano drills. Like if the auto miner is just looking at inventory levels, it's like, oh, yep, I'm full, and then heads back. That would be one thing, but I just remembered it would have to turn the drills on and turn them off when it's done. Which means if there are no drills present for it to turn off or on.
That could be a problem. Yeah. You can also see here in the cockpit, if you get into one of them, there's a little menu. I think you might need more than just one. I don't understand how Wired has these set up, but there's an LCD screen right in front of the cockpit that I can actually control what option is chosen. It's really nice.
Alright, I'll reverse engineer that.
Yeah, probably the best option.
In fact, I'll use one of these as a reference for a lot of reverse engineering.
Ah, go for it. In fact, I can paint, let me just paste a new one out here for you.
Yeah, I'll give me something to vivisect so that I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. There you go. It does not have a reactor of its own, just so you know.
Do you want them to have reactors of their own, or would that interfere with inventory stuff?
As far as I'm aware, it would not interfere with anything. I wouldn't mind them having their own.
And Izzy should automatically refill the reactors as soon as they dock anyways.
Yeah. I need to move your ship a little bit more away.
Alright, there's 2 airlocks on the keel. Look for the orange, oh, you're already inside. Never mind.
Well, I went inside and it's not letting me open any doors or anything.
Well, that's because the ramp is still open. The buttons are color-coded. You just close the exterior door, and then you can open the interior door once the exterior is closed.
Oh. This is really neat. I like this. I might have to commission you for something similar. Except slightly bigger.
It does have gravity, by the way. You turn off your jetpack.
Meh! You know what? I'm not planning to go any higher than this, so I'll just move it above.
Yeah. Yeah, I did already notice the thing does have a lot of agility, so be gentle on it.
Meteor storm inbound.
Tanya?
What?
You do have a blueprint of this, right?
Nope.
You brought it near me and didn't think to include or grab a blueprint first.
I did it for the content.
This is a very cute little bathroom.
Yeah, complete with shower. Yeah, Reginald is a happy little ship.
Whee! Oh, the gravity wore off.
Yeah, I have the gravity fine-tuned around it. It's a Tanya ship. I calibrate more than Garrus, alright?
Bang, bang, bang.
Alright. So, before I get started on designing that, I need a cup of coffee. Somebody just badooked in. And then they badooked out. And then they badooked back in again. Who could it be?
Probably Karma.
It's always karma when it's a badookadook.
Badunka book.
Badoonka-doonka. Because they badooka twice.
Badunka
First they
bunka.
badoonka, then they badooka-doonka.
Nah, just the one Badunka Dunka.
So, Karma,
Wired.
Karma, did you see the minor finishing touches that I put on Reginald?
Nope, I haven't seen that. I went out today and then died.
Well, I'm glad the Necromancer was able to meet up with you. Unless you're a ghost right now.
Boo. Boo to you.
Fie and a foo on you, good sir. Fie
get the
and
seat.
foo. So I really want 2 refineries on this thing.
Why?
Symmetry.
You've currently
Smack
got
dab in the center. No symmetry needed.
You've currently got a refinery on board that ship that tears the very fabric of reality, and you want a second one.
Yes.
No.
You can't stop me. You're not my real dad.
No, but the server can.
No, but I'm your mama. I feel a little piece of me die every time I hit brew on this half calf. I feel like I'm committing sins. How people can even live with themselves having decaf coffee is beyond me. It's like, what's the point of it? What's the point of it at that point?
I've always wondered that as well. But then I realized that my grandpa drinks only decaf, and I think I can understand it. Like, once you get older, you want decaf. At least that's how I think it works, is that they just like the taste of it is what wakes them up mostly. And so without the taste of coffee, they won't wake up, but the caffeine's too much for them when they're older, so...
Basically,
Yeah, it's a heart issue.
Well, in my case, it's a heart issue too. It's because of my anxiety. I don't know if you noticed or not, but I've been having some really bad attacks over the past weeks or so, and yeah, I've decided that among other things, I'm going to cut back on caffeine because I was starting to have palpitations.
Oh, I have those
That's
normally.
That's also not good.
I mean, I didn't say it was good. That's just normal.
That's not good.
Anyways, so Karma, where are you presently on the server?
Presently in a cryopod. Any further questions? Pumpernickel
Yeah.
Industries.
Where is that cryopod?
He just said...
Pumpernickel Industries.
Okay, so you're nowhere near this base.
No, but I can be.
Are you watching the stream right now?
I have been, yes.
Alright, Zam, could you get up here and show him the face? The face I'm very proud of.
but
Somebody prime it. Somebody prime the carburetor. It's not starting.
Fine.
Getting antsy. If we be adventurers, let us adventure.
Did it work?
There. Look at that wonderful face she put on here.
That is not the face. That is the butt.
What are we talking about?
Her ship.
She got booty.
There. Enjoy the face.
I'm proud of the face.
Is there piston forkery going on behind that?
Nope, it's all solid plate. I just use clever angles.
I don't believe you. There's piston forkery.
Come and take a look at it yourself.
You know, it just occurred to me, I could be filling the bottom of this with all sorts of spots for turrets. And I wasn't. For shame on me. Actually, this area will probably be dedicated to hydrogen thrusters for upward thrust.
Alright, Karma, you designed these mining drones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I need one programmable block for the mining drone script, one programmable block for the autodock script. Is there anything else they need for brains?
He didn't add the auto dock. That's just something I would like.
I already have an extra script on them, or an extra programmable block on them for that.
Oh.
Oh wait, no, that was the first design. Never mind.
Well, who was it that set up the LCD?
That is under the Path Auto Miner. The LCD is their brain.
I see that. Uses it to offload states. Alright, so it looks like it just uses PAM and then brackets and it's good to go. Alright, so I'll need an LCD for tracking states, and that's it. I noticed an ore detector. Is that necessary for the miner to function?
It is not tremendously useful, given that Zim doesn't actually go and specifically target ores, but I do believe it is recommended.
Yeah, because I figure if it's an actual miner, it would kind of need that in order to know what it's mining. Otherwise, it would just, fly to the nearest rocks, and that's not a very efficient miner.
The way it works is that I actually fly over to an area and designate a sensor zone, and it just goes one space at a time in that sensor zone. One line at a time.
Ah, okay, so they perform strip mining within a surveyed area.
Yeah.
Pretty much. It can... The whole reason behind the ore detector is you can set it up to only go as deep as the ore deposit you're trying to mine and avoid the stone.
That's useful.
For how old the script is, It's not too bad. They've kept it up to date.
Just make sure that an important thing to note, the entire ship must be covered by the drills. Because otherwise they get... Yeah, the pencils aren't that good.
The pencil actually... No, the pencils do really well. It's just you're putting them into a position that they're not really designed for.
They're not supposed to pass through narrow gaps like that.
No, they're supposed to create their own, and then they keep in their own line. We're dealing with deflection now, since he's sticking them in between two asteroids.
If only the asteroids could drift like they do in real life.
I mean, if they could, then these kind of scripts would not be possible at all.
This is very true. Also, I still want to know exactly where the cutoff point is between meteoroid and asteroid.
Is it moving? Meteor. Is it not moving? Asteroid.
No. Also, a meteor specifically refers to the trail of fire they leave in the air on re-entry. A meteorite is one that has hit the ground. When it is still in space, it is considered a meteoroid.
I guess. Well, then, how would you differentiate a meteoroid from a comet?
Comets are typified by a highly elliptical orbit, and they generally have a high ice content.
Uh-huh. So would it be a bad idea for me to fill this thing with yield modules X10?
Yes.
It would be a horrible idea.
Why?
10,000% yields.
Yeah.
You would have inventory breakage taking place. As soon as you put a high yield ore in there, your inventory would instantly fill up all the way to the rim with the ingots of that ore.
Oh wait, are you telling me that the yield modules are multiplicative?
I'm not entirely sure. I just know that whatever zeros the person moved in order to make the X10 modules broke the ever-loving hell out of it. And specifically, you end up with 11,500%.
I could use one X10.
Yes, using one X10 is perfectly fine. It's when you start to stack them that stuff starts to go sideways.
I mean, I already placed the refinery sideways anyway, so what's the problem?
Hold on. I need to get my coffee so I can properly sip this dismissively at you.
Wow, that was really cheap to build. So now my yield is at 951%.
Yeah.
I am satisfied with this result. In fact, I suppose I could replace some of them with power efficiency and speed. So perhaps...
Speed, you are speed.
So perhaps 2 X10 yield modules, and then an X10 speed and X10 power efficiency. That shouldn't break anything, right?
Oh, absolutely not.
All right. Well, what did you say you're putting on it? Sorry, I was lost in thought.
I was talking about putting on a 2 X10 yield modules and a speed and a power efficiency, all X10.
I guess that combo works.
Does it? Or are you just kind of resigned to my insanity?
Just nod and say, uh-huh. There is no wrong answer there.
There's no right answer.
That depends on how you think about it, Negative Nancy.
I just almost got decapitated by that drone. I'm trying to find my way around to where the refinery's at on board the old ship, whose name just suddenly lapsed out of my head for whatever reason. Alright. Here's the refinery.
Holy crap. So, one X10 power mod efficiency thing, 14,953% power efficiency.
Yeah. The
And I'm
speed
still-
modules. The speed modules cause a lot of increase in power cost. So what I've got on the other one is 1 yield module, 1 speed module, and 2 power efficiency modules. And the speed module pushing back against those has the required input still at 2.7 kilowatts.
Okay. I mean, with 1 regular yield module, the X10, and then the speed and power, which are both X10, I am at 41.19 kilowatts. So is that bad?
No, that's pretty cheap.
Yeah, all things considered.
Wake up, Wired.
I just did.
Wake up
My
harder.
caffeine hasn't kicked in yet.
Wake up harder.
See, now you doing that voice, all I can think of is you going, "Next time, Gadget." I can't even do it. My voice doesn't go that low.
Next time, Gadget. Next time.
Perfect.
Well, we lost that battle. So, I guess we'll give it one more go, and then call it for the night, if we still lose. It's that big guy up there that we need to really be taken out. So I'll bring my barbarian this time. Guys, go place your troops.
Do 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 do.
Let's see. What do I have that's good against him? Warrior, I guess.
So what did you have on the other ones again? Two power, one speed, one yield?
Yep.
Okay. And of course, this is all being attached to a regular refinery, not an X10 one.
Well, the only thing that an X10 refinery does is the same job but faster.
I have wound up with an insane number of... an insane amount of magnesium. Also...
Yeah, I have no idea where all that magnesium ore came from.
What?
I have no idea where that magnesium ore came from. I know I didn't bring it in.
I don't know either.
Well, you have those mining drones constantly running around. Maybe some of them found a deposit.
That's my guess. Hey there,
That's
Dr.
possible.
Von Derpenstein! Excellent name, by the way. So, I am now at power efficiency of 2,236,068%. My power usage on this refinery is a whopping 275 watts.
It's a light bulb.
A little bit, it's about 3 light bulbs. Who just docked? You know, I should probably move the tugboat in and get it docked.
Alright. Let me check my depth that I have to work with here.
Oh. So I'm looking at it the wrong way up.
1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so yeah, I am properly calculating the space out here.
That's pretty smart.
What is?
I was looking at the Rust Freighters, and they've got merge blocks with decoys.
So they can just dump decoys in space behind them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it works.
I was thinking about tearing it down. I don't think I'm going to tear it down. I just wanted to see what it looked like.
Well, this is interesting.
What?
Apparently bullets can leave behind marks on the force fields.
Oh, yeah, I noticed that a little bit ago. I was like, okay, but why?
Probably to keep them, probably to keep the mods small is what I would assume.
Is it, yeah, just inherited stuff from Glass?
Yeah. I respect their efforts there. Ooh, X10 oxygen tank. That is probably insanely overkill, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't think of a reason you would need 10 oxygen tanks on anything.
If you have the oxygen thrusters mod, you might be able to use your jet engines in space.
That's a thing?
Mm-hmm.
I'd
Interesting.
like to file a complaint. My solar array has a hole in it, probably caused by a meteor.
Sorry, Sapient Technologies has a strict no refund policy.
There! I squeezed in some oxygen tanks. Stop that!
Stop what?
The yawning!
I'm not yawning, you're yawning.
Zim's not that boring.
Oof!
No, it's okay. I know that a lot of people consider me that. Alright. I am getting so much lag suddenly.
It's probably due to my ship also being present here. It's got a reasonable number of blocks on it. It's just a small grid, so it ends up looking smaller.
Ah.
I'll
All
head
cannons
back
prepare to open
it.
fire. Yeah, but I wasn't getting this lag before. It just kind of started randomly.
Well, well, regardless, I do need to take this back to my base anyways.
Alright.
I just brought it here to show you what I did with the face.
Stranger danger. Oh, for the love of... There. That's the way I wanted it ranged. There's an air vent. How about an air vent X10?
Oh, that could quickly vent or fill an area.
How big of an area we're trying to vent?
Hangar.
It would actually probably be very useful on the Tachi if we were still using its original design. Ba ba da da ba da dum. Ba da bum ba da 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 dum. Bum ba dum ba da dum. La da 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 dum.
I wonder what I could upgrade this with.
Alright, we want a 5-way.
Where are you gonna find that many friends that are open to that sort of thing?
Wow. Well, there goes my monetization.
Wait, we're being monetized? Since when?
You guys are getting monetized?
Well, you know, sometimes when people know there's money involved, things get a little, difficult to manage, so, you know, it's best not to let you know. That's a wonderful little ship you've been working on there. Not much to it yet, though. Alright, we need to get rid of this block. Because I figured while I don't really want to put in a bunch of these force fields, it would be a good idea to make sure that each section outside of these little bridges between them are pressurized. At least I think that's a good idea. You know, I think I will put these extra connectors up on the top. Because I got nothing else going on up here. I might as well make use of it. Somehow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you see, guys, now that they know that there's money involved here, they've gone completely quiet. Completely, you know, just don't want to interact anymore. And they wonder why I wouldn't tell them ahead of time. Jeez.
Should have paid us.
Oh,
Money
that's not the
changes
direction I was gonna
everything.
go. That's not the direction that I was gonna go, but it works.
It just works. It just works.
Little lies stunning shows people by money flows. It just works.
We don't want your endless shit.
It's just not the game we
the
need.
Sick of looting worthless junk. Graphic making our eyes bleed.
I know, right, Shimei? I mean, jeez. What did you guys think the donation goals were for? You know, I think this mining drone is perfectly holding this connector in place. Either that or the game just hasn't realized that I deconstructed the block that was holding it in place.
Well, if it's considered a station, then it might actually still be considered part of the same grid.
I don't know if this is considered connected or not. Usually they float away if they're not considered connected.
It's the ring's gone red. It's not connected. The ring being red means it's not receiving power.
Ah. Well, I guess I'll find out if it's gonna work once I do that. Nope. I'm gonna have to replace that. Damn it.
Alright, missiles loaded, machine guns loaded. I think I'm good.
What are you planning?
Possibly taking one of the either salvage station or making the raider run away.
Oh, I was gonna go do those. Once this ship's done. Put it through its motions, you know?
Paces.
Well, just find something else
No,
then.
motions. Oh no, go ahead. I'm sure another one will spawn up before I manage to finish this stupid thing. Alright, connector. Port Hangar 1. Port Hangar 2. So is your ship able to jump drive back there? Because I know you were having
yeah.
issues with the hangar stuff. I don't know if this gun is still connected or not. I don't see any lights on them
Well,
to indicate.
Since unsupported stations are enabled, the pieces that you broke off, the sub pieces are still considered to be stations.
This isn't a
They're considered to be on the
station.
grid.
This is an actual ship.
Static. It's a static block rather
Okay.
than a dynamic block. Because of that, anything that's, even if it's a disconnected grid, it will still be adhering to the same voxel grid, which means that you can then reconnect it if you've disconnected it, but only so long as both remain static on the same grid. If one of them becomes dynamic, then that inheritance is lost.
So in other words, if you go and bump it with something after you've disconnected it, it's no longer able to be reconnected.
So long as it's still considered station, bumping it would just mean collision damage. It wouldn't actually impart any kinetic energy.
Well, then how would you get it to move?
Go into a terminal block on it and select convert to ship.
You know what? I'm just gonna deconstruct it and rebuild it. Actually, I'm not even gonna rebuild these. These guns are gonna have no firing options. I'll keep the one here in the back, because it can at least shoot between, but the ones that are further in, I think I'd be better served if I replaced those with thrusters. Since I don't actually have any up or down thrusters on this thing yet. I know I've got thrusters in here. There it is. Yeah, I like that better. These are definitely not going to be completed anytime soon, though. All right. Oh. Ho 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 ho. Is that the sound of the stream raiders when you're ready to place a troop? I keep hearing a soft horn in the background. Bueller?
Does it sound like doo-doo?
Yeah.
Then yes, I'm pretty sure that's it.
Ah. I don't know it because, you know, I never get to... I can only place one troop per battle, and... Why is the game stuttering so much? You took your ship back home, right? Tanya? Guys, I think I killed Tanya. It seems her, the theory that she was immortal is a little overrated.
I think we just need to reboot her. I'm sure she'll be fine.
Oh, okay. Let me get my hopes up and then dash them across the rocks, you know. But okay.
You're welcome.
You know, come to think of it, while I would like to have multiple, like 6 connectors on each top of these hangars, I really would not have any use for that. So, better to go with something less. You know, just down the 3 down the middle. What? Why are you judging me?
No, I was humming because went to go and place a troop, but I guess I missed it by a second.
Ah. Yeah, I am just bouncing all over the place with the game right now. I've been purposely making sure I don't overdo it on this ship.
So wait, there's a workers' union now?
That's for Dungeons and Dragons. No, you do not have a union.
Tanya, he's admitted it. A union does exist.
In a completely different metaverse, yes.
I think it's time to revolt. The peasants are revolting, sir.
Alright. Sorry, Jenna. Pepper Yenna! You had max troops, most kills, and most assists. And otherwise... Oh wait, you did not have most assists, but the one that did is not here. So, that works. And the gold goes to Toshime. Congratulations. On to the treasure pit. I'll just bring my bomber for the sake of getting that experience. Back to Stream Raiders. What's up? What are you going hey about?
Izzy just stole all my uranium out of my fighter.
Did you dock it?
Yes, I did.
I gotta figure out how to stop her from doing that. Do you know how?
I've got a theory I'm going to try.
I was wanting to set it up so Izzy only does so much when a ship docks. Because Izzy is fantastic, but the fact that she just empties out everything out of every ship... just... it's not pleasant. As you are seeing.
Well, the one thing we can do is disable Izzy at the connector so that she doesn't do anything. But that's just sort of putting a bandage on the issue instead of making it so that she restocks it properly.
Yeah, that's what I would like to do, is have her restock you. I don't mind you guys taking some of my resources. Not a ton, but... Tanya, are you okay? I keep hearing clicking. I don't know if that's coming from her or not.
Okay, so a reactor can be counted as special. So let's say I want to keep 5 uranium. No, 10.
I mean, as far as I'm aware, she's supposed to put 25 uranium into any reactor on a small grid ship. At least that's the way that, as far as I'm aware, she's set up.
Ooh, I think that works.
What does?
If you designate a large reactor as a special container, I think you can dictate an additional amount to get put in.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. connection problem? Oh. It's doing the backup and not restart.
Oh, yep, it is that time. Oh, well, that was unique.
What?
Space engineers crashed.
How is that unique?
I've never had that happen whenever a disconnect happened.
Oh. We gotta adjust the times on the auto restarts. Because I would manually go start it back up, and I know Tanya said something for it to not start back up until 10 minutes after. But hey, at least we're at, 8 minutes. I don't know what's going on with Tanya. Alright, poked her on Discord.
Server host has left the game. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the backup point. I think you should lower it to 5 minutes for the auto restart afterwards. Honestly, I'd say maybe even 3 minutes would be good.
The interface is designed to work in 15-minute increments, but the reason I have it there is as a catch-all in case it goes down when somebody with server access isn't there to hop into the console and turn it on.
But isn't it an a restart function?
Normally, yes.
So you've got it set up to auto restart, which means that if I were to go in there and start it up manually, it would just restart again in another 4 minutes.
No. The catch-all I have set keyed into the clock for when it goes off. It's scheduled to go off 10 minutes later. But it also has an override in it that won't do it if there's any players on the server.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Well, are you getting into start it back up then? I didn't want to do it if you were already doing that.
Alright, oh, there we go. I've got it launching. I had to refresh the page a couple times. Couldn't make up its mind whether the server was running or not. And sorry I went silent for a minute or two there. I was actually starting to nod off a little bit.
Ah, I figured something had happened. Server host has left the game again?
What the heck?
Now I'm joining world.
Might have been a minor hiccup there.
You know, I wonder how long it took them to build the blue ship in the background of the menu screen. Even in creative mode.
Oh, probably a very long time. But then again, I mean, they wouldn't have had to have filled it with anything. Because for that purpose, it would have just been a cinematic thing.
Mm-hmm.
No, they seem to have built it with systems, because it's used in a fight scene. So they at least had to build one.
Yeah, but they could have had the very minimum systems. Nothing like what we typically put in. And a lot of my time is honestly spent managing conveyors. And where I want those.
Do, do, do.
Ba-da-dum, ba-da-da, ba-ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba-da-da.
Do, do.
Bum, bum, bum. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-dum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-ba. Ba-dum, bum, ba-da-ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-da-da-da-da-ba-da-ba-dum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-ba-ba-bum. She's alive!
Yeah, I think he was referring to me.
I know. Ah, finally, back in. Oh, I'm upside down. I'm sitting here like, this looks completely different. What the hell?
Something's not quite right here, and I just can't put my finger on it.
Well, at the least it feels like the server's running at least somewhat better now. What? I chose the
that's
ones with the
right.
lights. Damn it, game. Ah, perfect. Get that built. Figure out where the hell my... There they are. And the badoosh. Ba-da-ba-da-bum, ba-da-da-bum, ba-da. I love how that's basically an instantly full thing. Or instantly pressurized area. I just find it rather fun.
Close door. Poof, you've got pressure.
Yep. Though it's more because it's really tiny. 109, huh? How much? Okay.
Pinnacle Industries must see new Martins.
All right, 109. A very good one, in my opinion. Just Buddy enjoying some watermelon.
Melon.
I find it funny how he just so quickly and readily eats the seeds.
Well, the seeds are just as sweet as the watermelon.
Yeah. That was definitely a look, Mom, no spine moment. As his body was, his front half was rotated like 45 degrees compared to his back end. Or no, that would have been a full 90 degrees.
Yeah, that was pretty much 90. Maybe 80.
Alright, back to Space Engineers. Ugh.
Oh, hey, do I actually have a parachute?
I don't know, do you?
It would appear that I do. Huh. What do you know?
Is it okay to enclose a connector on all sides with armors? Or with armor plating? I don't know if that's okay to do or not.
Yeah, that's fine. Just as long as you're not obstructing it.
Okay. These blocks are slightly more integrity than the standard ramp or slope ones, so we'll use these. I don't like how bulky some of these look, but at the same time, it's a good idea to have these well protected. At least as far as I'm concerned. Who knows?
Well, if you want to make them look a little less bulky, you could always use the tips instead of the bases.
Yeah, but those offer very little protection, if any.
Not if you'd go and use the heavy armor version.
True. But would those actually completely... Would I be able to completely fill this space? Like, the idea is no bullets getting through? Tanya, did you pass out again?
Tanya.exe has stopped working.
Did Tanya.exe ever work?
I don't know, I've never been able to find the executable file.
There we go. Why do I have the biggest ping out of all of us? Or is that my ping to you guys?
Nope, you have the biggest ping.
Ugh.
Where did you select as the base for the server?
I'm pretty sure it was like Chicago or something. The most central US place that they had available.
Well, as far as Chicago goes, that's well, Chicago is Illinois, so that's still on the eastern side of the country, so that explains why I would have a better connection.
Either way, it's not like this ping is unbearable anyways.
Oh, no, not at all.
I was mostly just commenting on the fact that, you know, I somehow wound up with that.
Meteor storm inbound.
I will be, Leo, yes. Unfortunately, it's going to take a lot of work to accomplish that, but yes.
Yeah. Sounds like Tanya's back. Look busy.
Oh, I didn't hear anything. Why are we not able to get these done? What are we waiting on? Thruster components. Is Izzy just not crafting any thruster components on here?
Did you run out of silver?
Is that what she requires? That makes no sense. Like, the gravel sifter should be giving me silver. Are you done running, or are you just pausing? Okay, you are just waiting to recharge your battery.
Yeah. Speaking of, headset just gave me a low battery beep.
I think it might be platinum that I'm out of.
That makes sense. Platinum is one of the rare resources.
Oh. Yeah, apparently they need almost no silver. It's platinum and gold that I'm missing.
Mmm.
Well, I guess I will flag this for deconstruction.
Okay, so yeah, I finally got back in the server and I can't think. My brain's not wanting to turn on. This half-calf coffee is useless.
How much sleep did you get?
I have no idea. I've been chaining together multiple tasks.
Ugh. Well, on the plus side, I have one one up thruster. I think the rest of the
One.
thruster components got distributed between the others. One! Ha! Ha! Ha!
2.
Ah. Ah. Ah.
936! Ha! Ha! Ha!
It's over 9,000.
What? 9,000? Alright, so yeah. I've gotta lay down and get a bit of sleep.
Alright. Alright, Stream Raiders, let us commence this battle.
Well, that turned out well.
Alright. We have Pepper Yenna at the top with most kills. And max troops. Dragon Gamer, you have not spoken up yet. Jenna, max troops. And then we've got Wolfab and Zafosk with most assists. And the gold goes to Zafosk. Congratulations. FYI, guys, this will be the last battle for the evening. Hey. Hey, Pirate Raider. You're gonna be mine. Mostly because I want to deconstruct you for resources. Flying through space.
Oh. That's what I want to aim for. Not close enough.
Well, I'm more going to capture this thing mostly because I just want to do something other than constantly build all night. Oh, are there two down there? At least there's two signals. Haha! Oh wait, it's this ship. I remember this ship. We kinda sorta tried to salvage it and it went horribly wrong.
Inventory full.
What else do I need to capture? There's a remote control somewhere. I forget, was the remote control on the inside or the outside on this one? Wired, you got any idea?
I don't remember.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
What is there a sensor doing here?
Inventory full.
I'm gonna hack it.
Inventory full.
Well, I accidentally destroyed it, so, but that works too. You know, I really hate it when they hide things. Like, I understand why they do, but that doesn't mean I can't hate the fact that they do. I mean, I hide stuff too in my ships, but still. Ah, there it is.
Inventory full.
A lot easier to find than I thought it would be. Yay! It's mine! The hell happened? Oh, for the love of... Stop shooting me! Okay. Well, this will give me a bunch of thruster components at least.
Mm-hmm.
Might even be enough to finish what I've been working on there.
Now, that's wishful thinking.
I know. Can't you just let me have it this once?
I mean,
Just once.
oh,
That's all I'm asking for.
oh right.
Is it automatically repairing or deconstructing? I mean, I haven't
I
even...
think it's automatically repairing.
Okay, yeah, it is. All right. Well, now to color it all puke green. And of course, we gotta make it rusty armor. You know, I think this thing could fit inside of the Tachi's hangar. Except for the antenna. Without the antenna on the top, it could definitely fit. Even with the antenna, I could squeeze it in there. I have just wedged it in here.
So, what does that say?
Clearly I needed to have made this bigger. Because, you know, if I can't actually fit it all in here, I gotta make it bigger, clearly.
No, you need to follow the fox logic of thinking. If it doesn't fit, you need to make it fit.
Oh. I mean, that could work too. Well, all of my thrusters are now done. So that's a good thing. No, does this actually have atmosphere in here yet? Hey, it does. Sweet. Let's replenish our oxygen bottles. Why is that not replenishing? It is set to auto refill. Ugh! Fine. We're gonna throw these things in here. I have so many steel plates in my inventory. Alright, what else was I gonna... Oh yes, bottle. Three oxygen bottles. You know, I really do not want to have to get to work on the other hangar. But unfortunately, it's either get to work on it or don't have it. I have no idea. Clean hetero lion, cat, thing. I don't know what kind of a steel is it, Wired? Why am I in creative suddenly? When the hell did I go into creative? I have no idea.
I don't know, given the fact that it can't withstand or it gets deformed by small caliber ammunition, it's probably some sort of low-grade steel.
Well, there you have it, folks. Stick those there. Another refinery. It is annoyingly difficult to get these refineries set up to be even. Alright, so 2 power efficiency, 1 speed, 1 yield. And I went ahead and stuck some battery X10s in here just to, you know, put some batteries in here. I just realized I don't actually have a refinery on this ship. Or, not a refinery. I don't actually have a reactor. I have no idea what you're talking about, FGL. Why are you bleeding from the gums? That is generally considered unhealthy. How? Are you okay? Why?
Not to alarm you, Zim, but you seem to have a Triforce in your ship.
Oh, yes, I know.
As long as you're aware.
Yeah, it was put there on purpose. I got 2 of them, actually. So are you getting dentures then, or... Also, if you're joking with me, I won't know because I've literally been in this boat where I want to just have them all ripped out, so... Rip them out, put in implants, and call it good. Yeah, dentists are insanely expensive.
Oh, I need some gold.
I'm gonna need so many resources when this is all said and done. But at least I have mining drones to go do it for me. Bum ba da ba da da ba dum ba dum ba ba bum ba dum bum bum. You know, I can believe that, FGL. I can very much believe it. As cringy as it is. Oh, alright, Toshime. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for the donation earlier. Have a fantastic night. Oh yeah, I should be able to easily afford some large hydrogen thrusters X10s. The question is where I'm gonna stick them on my ship. Oh, okay, they're not as big as I thought they were. Excellent! Well, the ship should definitely be capable of getting off of a planet. Even if it's completely full. You know why? You know why, Wired?
Yes, it'll also eat up fuel like there's no tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, of course. But it can get off the planet. I can replenish fuel, but at least I can get off the planet. Oh, okay, FGL. I did not actually know about that stuff. But you learn something new every day. God, I have the equivalent of 40 large hydrogen thrusters on the bottom of this. Even completely full, that is overkill.
I would like to state that we said the same thing about a battery of 16x ion engines.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that the reason those weren't working was some kind of glitch with the Tachi. Plus, this ship is much smaller than the, this ship is, far smaller than the, Tachi.
It doesn't take much to be far smaller than the Tachi.
And threw every piece into a fire. As they burned, it hurt because I was so happy for you. Of day to make a beautiful line, and we're out of beta, we're releasing on time. So I'm glad I got burned. Think of all the things we learned for the people who are still alive. Ba-da-da-da, ba-da-bum-bum, ba-da-dum. Bum-ba-da-da. Hey, those are good things to make, FGL. Still alive, still alive. But I am going to use these half blocks for this section of the ship. Makes it feel larger, you know? They're not as, they don't have as much integrity as the full-size blocks, but at the same time, I don't really need them to have as much integrity when they are sandwiched between two large, you know, hangar bays. Plus, the roof of this area is going to be a, it is going to have the full, full blocks. It's just the walls that I'm using half on. Also, it just occurred to me, I still have not put an antenna on this thing. I don't know where to put one. I guess right through here would work.
You could install a satellite dish, put it on a hinge and a rotor, so you could spin it around.
Now, why would I want to do that?
Because it would look pretty.
Meh. I like the antenna right in here. It's not the greatest spot for it, but it's not going to stop me from doing anything I want. And just kind of works.
It just works?
Yep. Alright. Unfortunately, this is where I've got to end. After I do the, after I do the Stream Raiders, of course.
Likely story.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Are you trying to insinuate something? Some manner of impropriety? And start the battle! Oh, alright, we can do a Martin video. I forgot how much I hated those man traps. Or fly traps, whatever the hell they were called.
I think they're called man-eaters.
I don't know. I don't care. I hate them. Alright, Dragon Gamer has not spoken up. So otherwise, it's just Wolf Fab for most kills. Alright. And the gold goes to Pepper Yenna. Congratulations. So guys, I will be back tomorrow with more streaming. There will probably be some... I will most likely be a lot of Borderlands 3, followed by a little bit of Space Engineers. Thank you to my patrons, donators, and subscribers. It is because of all of you that I'm able to continue bringing these streams to you all. I really could not do it without you guys. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Twitter, Patreon, all those good things. There as well as down in the description below. Yeah, thank you again so much for joining. Check out the merchandise we've got. You can find a link down in the description. We've got some on our website as well as at Teespring. We're slowly moving everything over to Teespring, or at least the more relevant, newer stuff. But if you want to grab some of that old stuff, gotta do it before I eventually get around to getting rid of it. So, let me allow that message for you. But yeah, thanks again so much for joining, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu. Good night, Wolfab. Good night, Jenna. Good night, FGL. And good night, Pumpernickel.
Pumpernickel Industries is appreciative.
See ya.